The morning of January 25th, 2026 dawned cold and snowy. 6 or 7 inches of snow had already fallen, with another 6 or 8 inches being forecast to fall over the next several hours. This, however, did not deter the committed volunteers and passengers of the Whitewater Valley Railroad from braving the elements for a once-in-a-lifetime event. For the Whitewater Valley's first trip of 2026, a photo charter, hosted by Retro Creations Photography, had been planned to operate the railroad's historic equipment from their home base, Connorsville, Indiana, to the far southern end of the line in Metamora, Indiana. However, the deep snow expected for the day means that 2 trains will actually operate on this day. Ahead of the scheduled passenger train, a plow extra will be operating to clear the tracks of any deep drifts of snow. This plow extra will consist of former Milwaukee Road SD10 number 532 and an Elgin, Joliet, and Eastern caboose. Milwaukee Road 532 was constructed by EMD in their LaGrange, Illinois plant in February 1954 as SD9 number 2235. She was rebuilt by the Milwaukee's West Milwaukee shops as an SD10 in October of 1975. She then continued to operate for the Milwaukee and then successor Sioux line until she was donated to the Whitewater Valley Railroad in 2001. Leading the passenger train for the day is ex-Armco Steel Corporation, Lima Hamilton LS1000, number 709. She was built for Armco in March of 1950. She worked the steel mills at Armco for nearly 40 years, until being donated to the Whitewater Valley Railroad in 1987. She recently received a full restoration and returned to service only a couple of years ago. Also providing power for today's train is New York Central number 9339, just providing electrical power to the railroad's steam generator car. The steam generator will be put to good use today as the temperatures have reached the single digits. Now climb aboard and join us for Whitewater Winter Wonderland, plowing snow on the Whitewater Valley. After boarding all our passengers, our first order of business for the day is to pick up orders on the fly as we depart south out of Connorsville. The plow extra will lead the way today to deal with any drifts encountered along the road. Following closely behind, the passenger train also picks up orders from the operator. Today's passenger train consists of a steam generator car, making steam to heat the passenger cars, and 4 former commuter cars. Included in the consist are a few of the Whitewater Valley's famed Stillwell coaches, designed and built specifically for the Erie Railroad in the 1920s and 1930s. These coaches are all still using their historically correct steam heating equipment, making this one of the few historic railroads left still using steam heat. We'll follow along on the Plow Extra as we make our way south. Visibility was somewhat poor for the entire trip, but 532 had little trouble dealing with the snowy conditions. Just north of Knolltown, 532 puts on an excellent show as she makes her way south. Following a mile behind, the passenger train follows the path cleared by the Plow Extra. 532 is now plowing through several inches of snow pretty consistently. The snow is light and fluffy, so her front plow has no trouble shoving the snow aside. North of Alpine, a large snowdrift is encountered on the Indiana 121 crossing. Still following closely behind, the passenger extra works its way south. This is the longest section of straight track on the Whitewater Valley Railroad, at approximately 1 mile in length. Engineer Tony Schwering keeps our plow train moving along at track speed. Let's ride along in the cab for a while and get an engineer's view of the line.
First crossing the highway.
Let me know how the Laurel crossing does as far as the lights turning on.
Not bad, I'll let you know once.
Getting to nap time. Brought up a good point. So when I got here on Friday, we did the switching on Friday. Do I get another credit for that?
Yeah, we have Travis.
Because
some of it is in-route stuff and just in keyboarding passengers, things like that.
Yeah, I was saying, because like, for me, I feel like I've gotten a good amount into it. So like shoving-wise, car count, like that kind of stuff, I'm starting to feel pretty comfortable.
That's also important.
Yeah, so like now I feel like it's time to get for some other jobs, help out some passengers, do some other stuff, shit like that.
Yeah, the stuff you did last night Friday was probably some of the more important.
Yeah, that's good.
Car counts is a big thing. And getting up to 14 there, and then she goes, woo! As soon as you kicked it back to nut, as soon as I kicked it back to nut one, it just dropped 3 mile an hour. Like that.
This will be weird for you. It's actually, that's a good check on it because you got the resistance of the snow against you. It's something you'll never be able to bring fast.
Yeah. It's a weird feeling knowing I'm going downhill. And then all this resistance with nothing.
At Laurel, Indiana, the tracks of the Whitewater Valley cross the Whitewater River on a long steel bridge. Trains cross this bridge at restricted speed for safety. This is a scenic highlight of the railroad and never fails to impress those that visit the area. Still following behind, the passenger train tiptoes across Laurel Bridge. let's ride along with the passenger train and get a look at the beautiful winter scenery. While operating in the deep snow is undoubtedly challenging, it is also exceedingly beautiful, and the snow lends itself well to photography.
Section 1, 532 southbound, passing milepost 5454, entering Metamora yard limit.
Arriving in Metamora, we find very large drifts of snow on either side of US Route 52. Our Plow Extra gets a good run at the drift to bust through and make way for the passenger train. Extra 532 continues all the way into downtown Metamora to make way for our passenger train. After clearing the way, she'll back into Leonard's siding just outside of town to allow the passenger train to pass by. With the Plow Extra in the clear, Armco 709 brings the train across US 52 and into Metamora. As 709 brings the train to a halt, we have completed the very first successful trip of 2026 on the Whitewater Valley Railroad. I hope that you've enjoyed this look into the winter operations of the Whitewater Valley Railroad. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. If you'd like to further support the channel, consider becoming a channel member. It allows me to make more interesting videos like this one. Thank you so much, and take care.
I think that means yes.
532, take her ahead.